says anything anymore. They
Have
just
a
go,
nice
boom,
day.
and everybody just gets their seatbelts and kind of walks out the plane.
What do you want them to say?
Now, look,
When you land, they tell you welcome to wherever you are. What do you want them to say? We appreciate your business. You should fly Delta next time. Blah, 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 blah.
That's
blah,
true.
Blah.
You know,
you need to be coddled too. You want a participation trophy too?
Well, I don't know. I still like to clap for the pilot because I still think it's
my God.
I think, well, they do that a lot in Europe and I like it. I think it's a miracle that someone landed a flying tube on the ground at 500 miles an hour. It's
all
miracle.
in a day. It's all in a day now. No one clapped for me when I taught a voice lesson.
Well,
and trust me, that was hard sometimes.
I don't think anyone's life was in
You've never been in voice lessons.
Well, they can get dramatic. That's fair. I had something that happened to me I wanted to ask your opinion about on my flight today.
It's going to be that kind of show. All right.
Well, it was a short flight. I flew back from, I was helping a friend with a film in Phoenix. So it was like an hour and 15-minute flight, short flight.
So we're going to do some type of like morning show talk. All right. I want to ask your opinion because I didn't know what to do. That I can give you.
Whether I want it or not, you're going to give it. That's the whole point. As when we're in real life, I have to lean over sometimes to Jake and say,
you know how to get me.
Real life is not a podcast, Poodle. No one asks what you thought.
That's a little hard for me sometimes. But I've always done that. I've always given my opinion. It's just sadly now it's a little freer. The reins are
but you're unleashed here. That's fine.
I am unleashed. Poodle unleashed.
Poodle unleashed. So the plane was like 3/4 full. So not really, like there was space. Well, so I had an aisle seat and I sat in the aisle seat next to a guy in the middle. And so was there a seat? Was no one in the window seat. So I was in the aisle.
Already I'm annoyed.
He was in the middle.
And he didn't move over?
And then they did the boarding and everything. And I kept thinking, he's going to move over. He's going to move over.
Excuse me?
He stayed in the middle seat the entire time.
I would have said something.
I couldn't. Then I was nervous because then I thought, what if he's scared of heights or something and he couldn't be by a window seat? And
you offered to trade with him. Trade for the aisles of the window.
It completely dysregulated me. I did not know how to respond to it. I just sat there with his arm on my armrest. When there was plenty of room, he just could have moved over.
Could you have moved to another seat?
Maybe 2 or 3 aisles up, I could have. But my bag was already up above me, and I didn't want to have to go back to get my bag.
I would have moved. I could not have.
It was the weirdest thing.
This seems like a psychological experiment.
And I wondered that because then
were you being filmed? Yeah.
I walked out and I went to the bathroom and because I had to pee, and he walked in before me, but I saw him go. There was a row of 20 urinals at LAX to pee in.
Stop.
And one man was peeing at a urinal, and he started to go to the end where no one was. And then he changed course and went and stood by the other man at the same right beside his urinal.
Is this just to wind me up?
No,
because I'm infuriated.
I am so confused by this man. I didn't know. At this point,
maybe he was kept in a Chinese prison where he was forced to be really close to people for a very long time, and he can't not be close.
I don't know. I don't know. But I don't know. It baffled me, and I just sat there kind of frozen for an hour and 10 minutes on my flight going, what the fuck is happening?
You know what you say?
And then also kind of I'm not moving out of, I got an aisle seat for a reason.
You say, can I switch seats with you? Can I... I would have said, here's what I would have said. I would have just said, so what are we going to do here? One of us is moving.
It just felt so un-Southern to say something.
Sometimes you have to get un-Southern. I would have literally turned to him and said, so what's the deal here? What are we going to do?
It was weird.
And I would have said, I would have moved. That would have made me so uncomfortable.
And he wasn't gay. It wasn't like he was attracted to me. He was
I didn't ask that.
He was talking to his wife on the phone when we landed.
Like, it feels like a psychological experiment to me.
It was weird.
First of all, this hardly ever happens. I think maybe he's one of those people who, like, they have to go by the rules. They have to stay in the seat they're in.
Maybe. That's the only thing I could think of. Or he thought if the plane goes down, he wants his body identified in
that's
16, F or whatever it is. Then there was a seat.
So it's a whole thing. Okay,
there was a seat right in front of me. Actually, a woman was just in the window, and I could have done that, but she pulled out. She asked for a glass of hot water and then pulled out a dry ramen cup and made ramen in the middle of the plane. And it smelled, and I didn't want to sit by the ramen.
Why are you in the most offensive plane known to man? I think I would have just gotten off the plane.
Well, it was already anyway. Come on. I just thank you.
So the next time, say, what are we going to do here?
What are we going to do here?
One of us needs to move.